I'm Lindsay and I'm the dyer of Sprinkled Fibers.
I'm Marci and I'm her mom.
And before we get started, here are some highlights since the last time we saw you.
So as you can see, we've been really busy. That is like not even all the videos that we took over the last 3 weeks since we've seen you, but we wanted to make sure it didn't go too long because this isn't a video all about highlights. So a couple of the things that we've done have been really fun these last few days. Lily turned 16, so Lindsay's little sister is now an official, I guess she can technically drive, but she's not ready to yet. And then we did do a fun little outing to the Redo Market. So that's down by the beach. It's a cute little market. It's kind of almost country, beachy. It's very Lindsay. She's very country and she's also very beachy. So it's a kind of a perfect mix of those. So we went to the market, walked around, and then we ended up at the beach that day. And Lindsay got some new boots.
Yes, I got my 14th pair of cowboy boots, and I really wanted a white pair. I technically already have a white pair, but I wanted some that are more like authentic, and so I really like these because they're also like two-toned, so. Yes.
Love that kind of like orangey color. It goes perfect for fall. It goes perfect with my fall table that you saw in the highlights. I kind of made a little fall decor table and those boots could go on there. Okay, so next we wanted to talk to you about our faux, our finished objects. You want to go first?
Sure. So I finished the shawl that I was designing for our fall fade. So here it is on, and let me take it off. So the shape of it is a trapezoid. And as you can see, it has a cable running down the edge of it. And so these aren't the colors that our fall fade is gonna be. These are just like colors that I had in stash and everything. So yeah, so it starts off in a little point, and then the body is like a long rectangle, and then it ends up in the same point.
Really pretty.
So super easy, and the nice thing is you can make the body as long or as short as you want. So depending on if you're gonna make the matching cowl, so if you want to make this too, this you can also make as long as or as short as you want. So both of them you can kind of customize, so that way if you want to make both you can, or if you just want to make one like that's sort of bigger or longer, then you can also do that too.
And we'll talk more about that when we show you the fall fade later in this video. But we are so excited that Lindsay was able to design 2 patterns to go with the fall fade, and make sure that, you know, that way you have something in mind when you get the fall fade. So we'll talk about it more. Also, so you finished your fall fade. I finished my lace and fade boxy. So if you remember, that is a sweater by Joji. So it kind of looks like that. It's kind of boxy. She made it with, the lacy section is with mohair. I did not make mine with mohair. So I made mine 100% with just the Summer Shells kit that Lindsay made this summer. So I loved those colors, all of them. Here it is right here. And so I made my lace and fade boxy using it, and as you can see, it's nice and boxy. The colors blended so well. For the lace section, I just kept going with the different fingering weight colors. So I never, I didn't use any mohair, but you can see the little, the pretty little lace motif through it. So the only reason why I don't have this on right now is because I made it, I also used one skein of tan. Lindsay made me like a kind of a pinky tan, and I think you sold some at the shop update recently. So the shoulders and the bottom hem all are made with that pinky tan, as well as these little T-Rex sleeves. But I don't have it on today because I'm not really happy with the neckline. So I think I'm going to take out the cast off, the bind off that I did, which is just the normal knit one, knit the next one, slip that one over, move them both to the left needle. That normal cast on, I don't know, I can't remember what it's called. But I'm gonna do the tubular cast off, or I keep calling it cast off, bind off, because it kind of makes it a little tighter in a good way, like kind of like tight and then still stretchy, but it looks a little cleaner. And I really want this to look nice and clean at the top. So stay tuned for that. I will hopefully get that done before the next video. Okay, the next thing I was able to make since I last saw you was something crocheted. So a lot of you, most of you I would say are knitters that that follow us or are, you know, usually buy some of our kits and then you do some of the recommended patterns, things like that. But some of you are crocheters, and so for you, I was looking for a pattern, and then I was looking at some of the things that Heather from House of All Mode was recommending, or that were some of her want to knit kind of a list, and one of them was this juniper cowl. So it's called Juniper Cowl, and it's a cute little like just drapey cowl. And I'm not a crocheter, so what I did is, oh, and this is by Tony of TL Yarn Crafts, and she makes really cute crochet patterns. I wish I could crochet better and then I could make some of them, but I could at least make this. So what I did is, my friend is a crocheter, so she just showed me the puff stitch, which is the only stitch you need to know for this whole thing. So you do a like a little chain start, and then right off of that chain you're going to start the puff stitch, and you just keep going around, and then when you want to increase, you do 2 puff stitches in 1 stitch below, and then it's magically increased. It's so much easier than knitting. So let's see how they look on Lindsay. So what I did is I just took my stash. I was like, I want to make something fast, something cute, something very wearable. And so I took my stash and I made a juniper cowl. Now that looks really long. I mean, when I blocked it, it grew like at least 1/3. So the colors, just so you can see, it's kind of like this cute funfetti. It goes into pink, mint, a mix of mint, some turquoise, funfetti again, into a few different pinks, because I didn't have a lot of just one. So it's like 3 different kinds of pinks. And then as you can see at the ends, at the top, you do this kind of like little border edge. And then also on the bottom, you do that little edging. And it just makes it so cute. I wanted to make sure it stood out, so I added that turquoise color to it. But let's put this on Lindsay and see how it looks. Ta-da! It looks so cute. I love that.
Love.
And it's just so easy to wear. It's super soft. It's fingering weight. Everything is just, you know, I didn't fade it. I just kind of did color blocks, and I just was like, oh, I just want to add. It can be a shrug too. Oh my gosh, you could do that. If you want to make it grow, just do more of those puff stitches in 1 stitch below. So you'll get it when you see the pattern, but it's really easy. I made that in less than a week. So what I do is I take my lunch every day to work, and I just say to myself, for the next 40 minutes, I'm gonna eat my lunch and I'm gonna work on something. And usually it's knitting, but with this, it was just like so easy to pick up and bring along. And so I made it in less than a week. And that's something that is really nice to do, you know, like when you're on the go. So if you have appointments or something like that, this would be a great pattern. Then what happened is, when we went to that redo market that one day, we went to the beach afterwards, and I was like, oh, you know, okay, let's head to the beach. We're already down here. And then I realized I did not bring my knitting. That is absolutely a tragedy. Maybe that's being too dramatic, but it felt, I literally felt like, what am I gonna do? Because when I go to the beach, I love to sit and knit, and I can sit there for hours. So I went to this cute little knitting store that they have down in San Clemente where we go to the beach, and it's called Strands. And she had this really pretty tweed, it's like a tweedy brown, perfect for the fall. So I wanted something that was just kind of like easy to throw on with all of my winter, you know, like sweaters and things like that. And I've been kind of accumulating a lot of like neutrals, like warm neutrals. So I made this one. It's a Noro yarn. And as you can see, it's just really pretty. It has like different colors of, different fall colors. And this one ended up a little shorter. I used 2 skeins, and it ended up this length. It's a little, it's worsted weight, so it's quite a bit thicker than the fingering weight, so that's why it's a little, it's not as long, and it is really chunky. So let's see how this one looks on you, Lindsay. Cute. So again, I'm not a crocheter, so what I did is I kind of estimated. I didn't follow the pattern exactly because for the fingering weight, you do a certain amount of puff stitches from your chain. But for this one, I wanted the neck to be just a little bit tighter because when I walk from, I don't really like things that are tight around my neck. In fact, like that's why I love shawls. You can wear them drapey. And I don't wear turtlenecks because I just feel like I might be choking. But for something like this, I was like, I want to make this one a little more, you know, closer to the neck so that when I'm walking from, I was thinking about last winter. So when I would walk from my car to my office, it's like a good, I mean, I feel like it's like maybe a quarter of a mile. Lindsay probably thinks it's less than that, but it feels like it's like probably a quarter of a mile. And when it's cold and it's like windy, I want something like, I always hold something up by my neck because I don't like my chest getting cold. So I thought this will be perfect. So I just estimated like, you know, I want to make this one a little bit smaller in the neck so it's not as drapey. And I think it looks great.
I love it.
And don't you see how that one will like keep you warm in the winter? Mm-hmm. So if you don't know how to crochet, I would recommend this. If you know how to crochet, I would recommend this. So I would recommend this because it's really, it's like fun, it's fast. You could make, I could really see myself making a couple of these every year and just having them. One for every day of the month. So again, it's the Juniper Cowl and it's by TL Craft. Okay, and she's really great. I mean, her crochet patterns are adorable, so.
Okay, so for the Flower of the Month Club, all of the messages should have gone out about signing up for our final quarter, which is quarter 4. And so far, we have everyone signed up who wants to be, and those closed on the 30th of September. So now I just dyed the October color and it looks super pretty. I'm currently scanning them all right now. And for October, this is the inspo picture. It's the Cottage Rose. So super excited to show you guys, probably next video so we don't spoil it for the people in the club. And then as far as this quarter goes, we will be having an add-on, which is our Flower of the Month sweatshirt. So we're getting those made right now, and hopefully by the next video we'll have a little sample to show you guys, and then we'll also show you guys like what a medium and a large looks like on us, so that way if you want to buy one, you can tell us your size and we'll get those all ready and packed and hopefully ship them with the November skein, which will be next month.
We'll have more information on that, so yeah. Don't feel like you have to tell us that you want one yet.
Yeah, we'll message you guys.
Yeah. We'll have a video where we're wearing them, and then that way you can base off of what we're wearing. You can try to figure out what size you think you're going to be. And what we did is the base sweatshirt is the more not the box, it's more boxy. It's not the slim cut. So it's already gonna be a little on the boxy side, as well as it's really soft. I haven't felt it, but that's what Heather told me. So when we get them, we should be getting them soon. I would say within a week, the samples, and then we'll let you know how soft. Okay, great. And then I added my September skein to my anthology throw. So if you remember, we're all working on this. Not everybody, but most of you are working on this, and I just have really loved making this. I love having something, a little something each month to just add on to a little section, and then it has grown into a beautiful, beautiful piece. So let me show you again. Here are the colors. So we went from all of these different months, and it's so fun to just remember like each flower. And then let me just show you the last few months, because I think they look so good together. Now remember, Lindsay, when she first started this club, she was like, I don't want to really make a fade. So she wanted it to be more like coordinating, and every skein was supposed to look like the picture. So I loved that, because we do a lot of fades, and I know for some of you maybe you don't want it to fade. So, but this last section has been so pretty. That is 3 months right there. It's like this, and then this is September. So July, August, and September, and those 3 colors together I think look so pretty. And so I added the September just for those of you that are wondering. Okay, I know a lot of you don't really need this, but for those of you that are wondering, once I finished my September skein, I finished on row 187. So I'm ready for October, and I'll just pick right back up and I'll knit October, which will take 2 sections. So, and I'm having, it's like, this is something that I really enjoy each month, to just like kind of plow through it. What I'll try to do is I'll skein it up, I'll wind it up, and then I just like a couple of nights in a row, I'll just kind of like block out those 2 nights to just get through this. Not in a like I have to, but just I really want to. And it's really easy and fun. So the pattern is it's really enjoyable. You can watch your favorite show, you can catch up on The Golden Bachelorette, which is crazy when you think about it. Like, I was thinking about the other day, it's like they're all in their 60s, early to late 60s, even some are maybe in their 70s, and they're like, you know, looking to date again. That, to me, that's kind of interesting, so I like watching it. Okay, great.
Okay, so next we're going to talk about our whips. So I'm currently knitting the Embossy shawl. Not the best picture, but it's by Annie Lupton of Boho Chic Fiber Company. And so I've really been enjoying it. So I decided to do sort of like a light peachy pink with a natural skein. So just like white. And this is how it looks so far. It's going to be a big triangle.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, and so far it's turning out really cute. Each section is a different stitch. So like a lot of them, like this one and this one, they look kind of like leaves. And these ones right here are little like wraparound stitches, so like it's like a cluster. And then every white section is just like yarn over knit 2 together, so you have like this sort of like eyelet look. And so far I'm really liking it. Like I said, every section is different, so you kind of go row by row, and it keeps you like interested.
How do you like that? Because you usually kind of like to not have to use the pattern.
It's okay.
So I'm so glad she's making it. First of all, that's the color up close. Isn't that so pretty? I love that. It's like a peachy pink. And then I've had this color on my queue on Ravelry or not this color, this pattern on my queue for Ravelry forever, for like, I don't know, 5 to 7 years. It's been on there for a long time. And I've always loved it, but I haven't had the chance to make it because I'm like a squirrel and the next pattern comes out and I'm like, oh, I want to make that one. So, so she had finished her fall fade pattern and then she was like, oh, do you want me to do something before I start the Advent? And I was like, yes! So I'm so excited. I will be wearing this all winter. It's perfect for like the new year because, you know, pink, I always think of like pink, the new year, February, it'll be perfect. So, and then for me, we'll be right back. Okay, so hopefully some of you are joining us in doing this mystery knit along with Tellybean Knits. Now, I actually found her mystery knit along last year, and Lindsay quick made kits for it, and it turned out really cute. I have last year's kit, or cowl. So she kind of always does this cowl for the mystery knit along, and I love this. So this was last year's, and these were the colors Lindsay made, and I mean, how fun. Pink pumpkins, little ghosts, bats, and each day you do a different section. So it works out really great. You don't have to, you know, I mean, it's very doable. And so last year I did this. Let's put this on Lindsay. So last year, we'll tuck in that string. But look how cute this pattern is. You just kind of like wear it like a little cowl shawl, handkerchief, would you say? Mm-hmm. And then, so this year she made kits again, and Stephanie is such a good pattern, pattern designer. She just is, it's super organized. Like, she'll answer your question before you even think of it. Like, after you read through her each day, she does like a little email for you with the clue, and she'll tell you things that you're like, oh, I was gonna ask that. So now I unfortunately did not get a kit. So what happened is we sold all our kits and we had one left over, and then we did a YouTube video and we accidentally sold it. We thought it was extra, but really it was mine. So because of that, my colors are not gonna be the same as your colors if you bought a kit, which I was really sad about, but I think it'll be fine. So I got over it. So I'm kind of doing these colors, which are very different. They're not really, you know, all of this is scrap from sprinkled fibers, so I wanted to keep it sprinkled fibers, but I did kind of like a warmer tone, a darker tone. So remember, this is a spoiler alert. This was day 1, and it's supposed to be kind of like witches tights. So for you guys, you probably made yours black and white, like little witches tights. And then here's day 2, which are like, it's like little gems. And then day 3 are these little creepy crawly critters, I think she called them. Day 4 is the eye of the newt. And don't those just look like little eyes? It's so clever. Day 4, she did these cute little witches hats. Sorry, it's getting curled up. Little witches hats. And then day 5, and I'm really hoping you can see this because it's kind of dark, are these little kitty cats, black cats. Here's this one, this set right here. There. Okay, and so really my colors are not at all like the kit. I did tan, that tan that was in my sweater, I just used my stash from that. I used black, I used some white, some burgundy, which I don't usually knit with, but I thought it would look kind of nice with the dark motif that I have. And then I wanted to make sure I had a pop. So I put that like peachy pink in there. It's this one. So I really wanted to make sure that I had, you know, kind of a Halloween look, but also keep it sprinkled fibers. So that's been really fun, and I'm working on that. That should end on October 13th. So it goes for 13 days. So if you have not made yours, you're not too late, because you just have to get it done by Halloween, really, if you want to wear it on Halloween. I'll probably be wearing mine the whole week of Halloween, because Halloween's on a Thursday. So I'll try to wear mine all week, because I really want to get a lot of use out of it. Hopefully it's cold. So that's my whip. Okay, so the knit along is finished, and thank you so much everybody for joining us this summer. It was really fun. We're gonna do that again next summer, because so many of you, I mean, the feedback was really positive. So we had people all over the world literally doing this Color Affection shawl by Veera. It's so fun, it's easy, you can take it along with you. The striping makes it really like you're excited to get to the next color. I had, let's see, we had people from the UK, from Canada, from Australia, Japan. I mean, we had all over, everyone all over. We tried to send it to Ireland, it got returned. So anyways, all over the world, as well as our friend Tani made hers on a boat. Our friend Wendy made 4 of them. Our friend Rachel made 3. I mean, people were really loving this pattern. So I wanted to show you what we did is we said, if you can send us a message of the word KAL, then that way we'll know to send you the sticker. So we had these stickers made. Lindsay made them, she designed it. And that's just the little sticker as a thank you for participating. So we'll send you this sticker if you send us the word KAL. So we think we know everybody that participated, and you know, because you guys have been sending in KAL, as well as we have the list of who bought a kit. So, you know, but we just want to make sure we don't miss anybody. As well, so we're going to send those out right away. But if you are eligible for prizes because you completed your shawl, then we ask that you send us a message saying completed shawl, and then or completed KAL, and then your name's going to go into the big bowl of prizes. And we're going to do that on an IG live next Tuesday on the 15th. So make sure you send us completed KAL as a message to either Sprinkled Fibers, Sprinkled Shop, send it to our Instagram, and then we're going to put your name in the bowl, and then we're going to have some raffle prizes. And then if you, for some reason, don't win a raffle prize, then we'll just send you out your sticker. And I was thinking maybe we would have a prize for everyone who finished, but a lot of you finished, more than we were expecting. So we have about 20 prizes, I think. And so 20 of you will get a prize. The others will get a beautiful shawl that you've made this summer to remember.
And a sticker.
And a sticker. And a big hug, air hug. So thank you again for participating, and look for the stickers for those of you who participated but they weren't able to get it finished in time. You'll be getting your sticker in the mail soon.
Okay, so next we're going to be talking about our fall fades. Now these are going on sale this Saturday, the 12th at 9:30 a.m. PST. So let me show you guys well, first I'm going to show you guys the sticker. So I designed this sticker, and everyone who buys a kit will be getting one. And so it's super cute. It says sweater weather at Sprinkled Fibers, and the color of this sticker was inspired by the fade. So my mom and I have been loving this sort of like orangey red color.
Always.
So we knew we wanted to incorporate that into this year's fall fade. So here it is. Hold on, I have to grab all 7.
Ta-da!
super pretty.
Really pretty. I love that.
Yes, so I can show you maybe like 2 by 2. So first it starts off with this multicolor, and it's sort of like light red, orange, pink, and it has brown and gingerbread speckles on it. Then it fades into our favorite color, which is this like burnt orange reddish color, orange red color. And then this is a halvesy into this watermelon pink. And then it goes into a solid of the watermelon pink with orange speckles on it. And then it fades into another halvesy of the pink into this berry color. And then we added some navy speckles. And then it goes into a full skein, this sort of like purplish color with the navy. And then we do another halvesy with sort of like a light navy. And then it ends with a solid navy. So
beautiful.
Yeah, I love all of these colors together. You normally wouldn't think of pairing them together, but I think they all fade so nice together.
Yeah, I love it. It's so different than last year. Last year was really, like I would say true fall. It was very warm, gingerbread, it had rust, it had like a blush color, so it was still sprinkled fibers. But this, I would say, is more sprinkled fibers version of fall. That was hard to say. And it goes perfectly with this sticker.
Yeah, our sticker matches it. It kind of just happened to match.
So we made these stickers because we wanted to have a little gift for you if you bought a fall fade, but also the other gift is you get both of the patterns. So you get the pattern for the cowl that she made, the cabled cowl, and then also the pattern for the cabled shawl. So, I mean, can't you just picture everybody wearing their cabled cowl or their cabled shawl, sipping something out of their cup that has their sticker on it? I mean, how perfect, right?
Yes.
And then if you have any trouble with anything, you know, Lindsay designed that and she can answer any questions. But really, it looks harder. Show them the cowl. The cable looks harder than it actually is. If you already know how to cable, you're going to be able to do it no problem. Lindsay doesn't even... Do you even use a cable needle, cable hook?
Sometimes I just use a pencil.
She just uses whatever is around. So, but for those of you that have never cabled before, this is a great beginner cable. And especially on the shawl. It would
both
be,
are like the same.
Yeah, so, and with the fade, you can always do light to dark, or you can do dark to light, however you want it to look. And again, what we talked about earlier is that really with these 7 skeins of DK, you can easily make both designs with the 7 skein fade. So what I would do probably is start with that cabled cowl and make it, let's see, where is it?
It's about like 10 to 11 inches.
Yeah, so it's about 10... I mean, you can make it as long as you want, but if you make it approximately this size and you hold it single, it would, you know, you would definitely be able to get a good amount of each color in. And then what you would do is just with the shawl, just use up the rest of each of the colors. And you can make that shawl as long as you want. If you want to use all that's left, then I would just, you know, it's going to be nice and long. Like the one that she made, it can wrap around a few times. It's pretty long. But it's also just in single DK weight, and so it's kind of nice to bunch it up. So perfect.
Yeah.
Those are available on Saturday. If you have any questions, let us know before Saturday. She made a certain amount, and once they're gone, I don't think she's going to make any more because we have too many other things happening on our dye schedule. Like possibly you have to finish the fall, the Advent, right? She has to finish those full skeins. She's finished the minis, but she's got to finish those full skeins.
Yes.
So.
And then as a surprise for watching this video, we are letting you sign up early. So if you want a fall fade kit, you can message us right now at Sprinkled Fibers, and you can get it before Saturday. Before everyone else, if you're watching this. So yes.
Awesome.
And yes, like my mom said, we do have a limited amount. So the earlier the better.
Yeah, so message right away if you think you want one. We have them all dyed. We'll show you behind us.
Oh.
They're all dyed up. They're back there all stacked up and they're ready to go. So all we have to do is just put those finishing touches on the pattern, making sure all the little numbers are correct, and then we're ready to ship it out. So it should ship. They go on sale this Saturday unless you want to message earlier than that. And then we should be able to ship it early, I would say Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday. So hopefully that sounds good to you guys. We'll see you in our next video. We'll see you on the IG Live where we go over the raffle prizes. We'll show you what each person is getting. And then the next video will be soon after that, and we'll have a whole bunch of other things to talk about. So thank you for joining us. And if you have any questions, make sure you comment below, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye. Could go on there.
Yeah, so super easy.